Hello children, in this video we're going to learn to open PowerPoint presentation. To begin with, we're going to come on the taskbar and click on the search bar here, and then we're going to search for PowerPoint. So once you do that, we would be getting the PowerPoint presentation application here. Remember, it should say app. I'm going to click on this to open. So once I open here, I will get different options here, like the different themes. I'm going to choose the blank presentation. When I click on the blank presentation, this is the user interface of the PowerPoint presentation. To begin with, on the top we have the tabs like the file, home, insert, draw, design, transition, animation, slideshow, record, review, view and help. So I'm going to go on to the home tab. On the home tab, you see that we have different ribbons, and each ribbon has got options inside them. Here the slide contains text box. To begin with, it's called as a title slide, and then when I click on the text box here, I can type in the name of the presentation here. So to begin with, I'm going to write animals. And then you can add your name here if you want, or you can just leave it like that. I'm going to click on the text box to see that there are you get a four-sided arrow. When you hover your mouse over the text box here, you get the four-sided arrow. When you click on the four-sided arrow, your text box gets selected. You know that your text box is selected when you get the bubbles on the text box. You get the bubbles on all the 8 sides. Now here you can click on the text box, drag it to make it big or small. You can, when the text box is selected, you see the bubbles. When I click away from the text box, that is on the slide, you see that you no longer see the bubbles. So now when you no longer see the bubbles, that means that the text box is not selected. To delete a text box, you simply click on the text box and then click on the delete button. So this way you can delete the text box. Okay, so when you click on the text box, your text box is selected. You hover your mouse on the line of the text box and you can move it around. So I'm going to place it a little down here. Here, when you click on the text box on the top, you see something called as a shape format. So under the drawing tools, you see something called as shape format. When I click on the shape format here, you can add colors to your text box. Let's say I'm going to add a color here. You can add outline to your text box. You see that the black color outline is given. Over here are the dashes. I can choose a thickness for the border or the outline of the text box. I can make it with dotted lines. You can say more lines and choose the different colors for that. For example, here you can also choose the gradient color. You see that the gradient is added. I'm going to choose the other bar here and then choose a blue color. So you see that it is colored with gradient. So now moving ahead, when you click on the shape, you can fill your text box with the picture. So I can choose online picture here, and then maybe I can choose autumn, and then you see that the autumn is filled up here. Picture is filled. So you can also choose add gradient to your text box, and then you can also add textures to your text box. I'm going to go over here and choose forest. So I'm going to go down into outline and choose a solid black outline. I'm going to say outline as a single dash. Okay, so that was about the text box and adding an outline to the text box and fill it with colors, gradient and a picture. So now on the slides over here, you can go into new slides and choose a slide of your choice, or you can click on the slide and press the enter button to add a new slide. So if you can click on the slide and press the delete button to delete a slide, or you can do a right click and say delete slide to delete a slide. So I'm going to repeat once again. To insert a slide, either you can go here on new slide and choose a slide of your choice, or you can click on the slide and press the enter button to add the new slide. Enter button on the keyboard. So now when the slide is inserted, to delete a slide, you can do a right click and click on the delete slide button, or click on the slide and press the delete button on the keyboard to delete the slide. Now here the slide can be added with a picture or a color. I can do a right click on the slide and go into format background. So when I go into format background over here, I can fill it up with a solid color like this. Let's choose the color to black. At the right click with format background, choose the color black, or I can choose a gradient here. You know to choose the gradient and add the gradient. If you don't remember, go into the video which says how to add gradient. You'll understand better. You can also add a picture. I can go into pictures and say insert, and then go into online pictures and also search for pictures of forest. Let's see if I can find the same picture. Yeah, it's over here. Insert. So you can do it like this. Go into paragraph. So we said inserting a picture or a texture. You can also insert from a file, that is if you have downloaded pictures, you can download it and then go into your downloads and insert a picture of your choice. Now here you can fill it up with patterns, that is you can click on the pattern here and choose a pattern of your choice. You can change the color. I can choose the color green. It's pretty good. I can also say hide background graphics. So when I do this and I say reset background, it gets removed. If I or it can be just a plain black background. So I prefer to add the picture, so I'm going to choose the picture that I had previously selected. Also here we're going to look into the transparency, wherein I can change transparency of the background. You see that it's a little transparent now. Texture option is over here. I can choose a texture also from this button. How to get back the picture that I had previously inserted, I'm going to just click on the undo button, so I get it over there. So here so I can choose this option which says tile picture with as texture. So here the picture is added as a texture. You can see that when I turn it into 100%, you see the difference in the texture of the picture. You see that it's tile now. You can also change the offset, that is, you can move around your picture, right, left, however you want. Do try out these options. I'm going to keep it here and I'm going to press the enter button to add the new slide. So we're going to stop it here. So that's it for this video. Keep learning, keep exploring.